Okay, so now we're talking a little bit about No Way Out, and I'm not sure how I'm breaking this up. I probably will just double up here real quick and do Brodus Clay's match and the World Championship because I didn't get a chance to see the pre-show. When we were trying to click on the YouTube page, it wouldn't load for us, and by the time it loaded, they had already finished the match because the match ended 15 minutes before the pay-per-view was going to start. So I didn't see any of the Brodus Clay versus David Otunga pre-show. Can't comment on it. Sorry, guys.
I can, and it sucked.
It did.
Yep, it didn't. The thing is, they tried to add a bit of psychology to the match, and then it just ended up into a normal Brodus squash.
Hmm.
Because I had the whole leg injury thing with Otunga.
But he does end up winning the match at the end of it, Brodus Clay.
Yeah,
So
and then
the
somebody called his mama.
who was it? The Zack Ryder versus Kane apparently had more viewers than this one, so the viewership's going down, which isn't a good sign. That means that they need to put something on the pre-show that people could actually have a vested interest in. And it's clearly not just a matter of you aren't showing the right people, because if you have Brodus and you have David and you have Santino and Miz and Zack Ryder and Kane and everybody like that, the downplay of the rating wasn't so significant that it's just that people don't like Brodus Clay. It's just that people don't necessarily need to watch the pre-show, and you need to give them a reason to watch it. Maybe put on a little, I don't know, some like they did before with the Battle Royal. If they would have done that and said that the winner gets a title shot later for the Intercontinental Championship, that would have gotten quite a bit of pre-show hits.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
Well, that's it for the
They didn't,
pre-show.
they didn't, yeah, they didn't need to go the route at all.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And since we're going to just keep this in the same one here, the first match after that was the first match of the night, technically. The World Heavyweight Championship between Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. Sheamus wins via pinfall after hitting white noise on a brogue kick, but
They
good
still
match.
seem really racist when they say that.
What, the brogue kick? Or the
No,
white
the white
noise?
noise.
I don't know why I thought brogue kick over there for a second.
When they keep calling him the Great White, it's like he's a poster boy for the Ku Klux Klan. Just saying.
the the match I thought was pretty decent. It for an opener. I'll specify that. It if it would have been an actual main event, it probably wouldn't have matched up. But maybe they would have kind of put out some extra stops. The best part of the match was Ziggler, which I knew that was going to happen because Ziggler's the man. But oh, and I liked how excuse me, need to clear my throat too. The I think that one of the best parts of the match was how they started it off and they made it seem like Ziggler was just going to get brogue kicked and lose in 10 seconds again, but Ziggler moves out of the way. What did you think about that?
Yeah, no, I liked it as well. I gave a kind of an ode to the WrestleMania match. Um, what I was a bit annoyed about with that match was they made him look legitimate, but at the same time they made Sheamus look a bit uh, weak because it was literally Ziggler was dominating the majority of the match before Sheamus came in and destroyed him at the end.
She would have
Which,
wanted to have Sheamus kind of dominate a little bit more.
yeah, I would have liked to have Ziggler sort of weasel his way through the match, if that makes sense. Like, to prove he's a legitimate threat, but not actually a legitimate threat. More so that he can just go with Sheamus, um, but not actually overpower him. You know, he'd have to
Power
use his
over
brain a lot.
intelligence.
Yeah, exactly. Which is should have been, but they instead went the other route, and had him go toe to toe with Sheamus, which I don't understand that.
No, I don't really like it when somebody like they had on SmackDown, they had Daniel Bryan against Kane, and it's like the two of them against each other. Kane would kick the shit out of Daniel Bryan, and the same with
Yeah,
Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. Sheamus would destroy Dolph Ziggler in a real fight, but if you do the whole intelligence factor, that works. But there was a big botch in this too. I forgot that I got to touch up upon that, where Sheamus was supposed to catch Ziggler for the white noise, and they just Ziggler tried flipping himself around to set himself up for white noise, and Sheamus just dropped him again, and then it was just ridiculous. Nowhere near as many botches as on SmackDown, though. SmackDown was just riddled with botches this week.
Most of them probably Sin Cara.
No, he actually wasn't wrestling.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it was Daniel Bryan and Kane fucked up a lot. Christian every once in a while without Alberto Del Rio. Yeah, surprising.
Maybe just an off night.
Yeah. But nonetheless, Sheamus wins via pinfall. I don't expect to see a rematch between these two. More than likely, Sheamus is going to face Del Rio at Money in the Bank.
That's going to happen 9 times out of 10.
What's it?
That's going to happen. That's a given.
Sheamus against Del Rio?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pushing Del Rio right now, so it makes sense to do that. And because it needs to be a little bit of a stall, because whoever wins Money in the Bank needs to cash in afterwards and beat Sheamus.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm hoping that that's Wade Barrett, or if not Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes. I would love to see Cody win the title right now.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen for now.
I'm actually expecting now, just to kind of jump ahead, I'm expecting to see Big Show win it and kind of cash in afterward on Sheamus and have Big Show against Sheamus at SummerSlam. I don't want to see it, but I'm kind of expecting that now.
Me, Cody or Barrett, I'm sticking with that.
All right, well, we'll go over that when it comes time to it. Right now, we're going to go into the next match of the night, which was the Tuxedo match.